Well, if you missed it, Sam Altman is gone from OpenAI, fired by the board in a majority vote. The details that were provided are a little bit scarce, basically saying that he wasn't always candid with the board, that the board no longer had confidence in his ability to lead. This prompted a massive, long, multi-hour discussion on what could have possibly went down at OpenAI. Well, we finally have some details. So quickly after the news that Sam Altman is gone, OpenAI president Greg Brockman resigned, saying this: "After learning today's news, this is the message I sent to the OpenAI team. Hi everyone, I'm super proud of what we've all built together. Since starting in my apartment 8 years ago, we've been through tough and great times together, accomplishing so much despite all the reasons it should have been impossible. But based on today's news, I quit. Genuinely wishing you all nothing but the best. I continue to believe in the mission of creating safe AGI that benefits all of humanity." So here's what we believe happened. Based on a transcript of OpenAI's internal meeting that happened with the employees, someone somewhere got their hands on the transcript, and as far as we can tell, this is what happened. So it looks like the chief scientist, Ilya Sutskever, was at the center of this. There were increasing tensions with Sam Altman and Greg Brockman over role and influence, and it looks like Ilya was able to get the board on his side. And so during this all-hands employee meeting following the firing of Sam Altman, Ilya Sutskever was taking a lot of questions from the employees and trying to explain to everyone what happened. One of the questions is whether this firing of Sam Altman should be thought of as a coup or a hostile takeover. Here was Ilya's answer. He says, "You can call it this way," responding to the coup allegation. "And I can understand why you chose this word, but I disagree with this. This was the board doing its duty to the mission of the nonprofit, which is to make sure that OpenAI builds AGI that benefits all of humanity." So Sutskever was also asked whether these backroom removals are a good way to govern the most important company in the world. And he answered, fair. I agree that this is not an ideal element to it, 100%. And a couple of last-minute posts by Greg Brockman and Sam Altman. Sam Altman says, "If I start going off, the OpenAI board should go after me for the full value of my shares." So it sounds like he's not going to be talking too much about what happened exactly. He's also thanking everybody for the support. But Greg Brockman talks a little bit about what happened. He gives us a little timeline. He says that Sam and I are shocked and saddened by what the board did today. "Let us first say thank you to all the incredible people who we have worked with at OpenAI, our customers, our investors, and all those who have been reaching out. We too are still trying to figure out exactly what happened," which is strange. They should have been in the loop. It seems like they were just as blindsided by this as we were. Here's what we know. Last night, so I guess that would have been Thursday the 16th, Sam got a text from Ilya asking to talk at noon Friday. Sam joined a Google Meet and the whole board except Greg was there. So either he's talking about himself in the third person or somebody else wrote it. Also, why are they using Google Meet? But never mind. Ilya told Sam that he was being fired and that the news was going out very soon. At 12:19, Greg got a text from Ilya asking for a quick call. At 12:23, Ilya sent a Google Meet link. Greg was told that he was being removed from the board, but was vital to the company and would retain his role, and that Sam has been fired. Around the same time, OpenAI published a blog post. That would be the blog post where they announced that there was a change in leadership. As far as we know, the management team was made aware of this shortly after, other than Mira, who found out the night prior. "The outpouring of support has been really nice. Thank you, but please don't spend any time being concerned. We will be fine. Great things coming soon." Interestingly, it looks like Microsoft was not aware of what was happening until basically the same time the rest of us were. So there's a quick impromptu statement from the CEO, Satya Nadella, saying that, even though what happened to Sam Altman, we have a long-term agreement with OpenAI with full access to everything we need to deliver on our innovation agenda and an exciting product roadmap. Some good news is that the people still working on OpenAI are saying that, for those wondering what will happen next, the answer is that they're going to keep shipping. The magic comes from the many geniuses here in research, product, engineering, and design. There's a clear internal uniformity amongst these leaders that we're here for the bigger mission. So after the news came out and I had a chance to kind of process all this, I'll be honest, I got worried. I got a little bit nervous. I got a little bit depressed. It did seem like Sam Altman was pushing this whole thing forward. He always talked about moving fast and kind of was a cheerleader for this whole thing. So him getting kicked out, I think, blindsided a lot of people. And I would never have guessed that Ilya Sutskever was the one behind it. So are there any other companies besides OpenAI that are able to create something like a GPT-4 or better? So here's Dr. Jim Fan saying, here's my prediction of what's next. The infinite energy of Sam Altman and Greg Brockman cannot be contained. They will rebuild Rome from the ashes with even greater sense of urgency. OpenAI just created its mightiest competitor, and we are all seeing it unfold in real time. And it happened before. The Anthropic founding team, many of whom co-authored the Watershed GPT-3 paper, split from OpenAI in 2021. It remains OpenAI's close number 2 competitor today. History is destined to repeat itself. I wish Sam and Greg a great battle ahead. The ship is unstoppable no matter where they sail. So it is interesting that Anthropic left OpenAI in 2021 citing safety concerns. Now, I do believe NVIDIA does have something like 20 billion in cash lying around. So maybe this guy investing in OpenAI 2.0 started by Sam and Greg might not be a bad idea, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Non-competes are kind of unenforceable in California. I'm not a legal expert, but one of the reasons I think so many of these tech companies just kind of like branch off and start new ones by founders or co-founders, etc., is partly because of California, because of how they choose to interpret these non-compete agreements. Could they replicate this technology? I think they said GPT-4 was trained. The estimates were something like $20 to $60 million at that time. But now with the newer technology and some newer techniques, potentially for a lot less, something closer to 4 million. Could these guys recreate GPT-4 within the next year or two? Who knows? Maybe Ilya Sutskever had some magic secret sauce, some technology that the company really relied on him on. Certainly he's one of those brilliant researchers, developers in the field. It's tough to say, but as Elon Musk always says, the most entertaining outcome is the most likely one. As I record this, we have not yet heard from Sam Altman. We have not yet heard his side of the story. And that's one thing that I personally will be waiting for with eager anticipation. And I'm sure you are too. My name is Wes Roth, and thank you for watching.